Hasta la vista, baby.
Get away from her, you bitch!
I, Iron Man.
Expecto Patronum!
I am your father.
There's a snake in my boot.
What's going on, Marvel fans? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another series review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. We have yet again another conclusion to a Marvel Disney Plus series, and this series was one I was very anticipating. And today we're talking about Moon Knight. All 6 episodes are available to stream now on Disney Plus. The series is directed by Mohamed Diab, and it stars Oscar Isaac as Mark Spector and Stephen Grant. You also have Ethan Hawke as Arthur Harrow. Now, before I get into this review, guys, this review may contain some spoilers in it. So if you have not seen the Moon Knight series, it's all available on Disney Plus. Go check it out. All 6 episodes are available to stream. So this review will contain some spoilers. You have been warned. Mark Spector, a mercenary who has dissociative identity disorder, is drawn into a deadly mystery involving Egyptian gods, with his multiple alter egos, such as Stephen Grant. Now, Moon Knight was definitely my most anticipated Disney Plus MCU series this year by far. I just love when Marvel introduces characters that I don't know anything about, that are brand new to the world. And the character of Moon Knight, reading some things about him recently in the comics, sounds like a pretty awesome hero. But then when I found out Oscar Isaac was going to be playing Moon Knight, I was there. Day one, Oscar Isaac's one of the best actors working today. Like, the man is just killing it. And I wanted to see what he would do stepping into a Marvel role. And he seems very passionate about the project, as well as just the writers and the director, Mohamed Diab. So what did I think overall of the Moon Knight series, guys? Is this series great? Is it bad? Or is it right there in the middle? This series is one of the best Disney Plus Marvel series by far. If we're talking about best Marvel series on Disney Plus, this is number 2 for me. I still think Loki is the best, and I'll talk about why Moon Knight isn't the best right now, but it is definitely my second favorite of these Marvel series on Disney Plus. It's just so brutal. It is so different for what they were going for. I thought they did a great job with this series. There's a lot of great pros and cons. I actually got to see the first 4 episodes early for press, and so I was very excited to watch those 4 episodes. But then I had to wait a month until episode 5 came out, and by far the build-up for Moon Knight just gets better and better. And the biggest positive is Oscar Isaac. I'm saying this right now, Oscar Isaac is one of the best castings Marvel has ever made. He is fantastic in this series. Like, if he doesn't get an Emmy nomination like Elizabeth Olsen did, I will be very disappointed, because he is incredible. The way that Oscar Isaac is able to transition throughout all of these different personalities, these alter egos, the way he goes into the Stephen Grant persona, the way he goes into Mark Spector. And it's just incredible. Oscar Isaac just does such a great job as this character. Plus, great in the action sequences. This performance reminded me of what James McAvoy did in Split. Like, this performance is just incredible. Oscar Isaac is amazing in this show. I love the introduction in episode 1. It's just, we see Stephen Grant's life. He works at a museum. He's not sleeping. He has dissociative identity disorder. He's just stressed out, and we get to see what his life is like. It's pretty sad. He's talking to a statue. Like, we feel bad for this guy automatically. And throughout the entire series, you really do resonate and start to care for Stephen Grant as well as Mark Spector. Constant back and forth that Mark Spector and Stephen Grant have with each other. Like, you see Stephen Grant get all nervous and jittery, and then you see Mark Spector is like, no, you got to control yourself, Stephen. We have to control the power. And then he becomes the Moon Knight in episode 1. We see that costume reveal like we saw in the trailers. And it is badass, man. The ending of episode 1, when he finally gets in that Moon Knight costume, golden. Another couple characters I do really enjoy in the series getting introduced in here. We got Khonshu, voiced by F. Murray Abraham. F. Murray Abraham, you may know him from Amadeus, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. I think F. Murray Abraham does a great job as Khonshu, and he's like the mentor figure that is summoning the Moon Knight avatar. The different conversations that Khonshu has, whether he's talking to Stephen Grant or with Mark Spector, I think Oscar Isaac and F. Murray Abraham play off each other very well, and Khonshu can be pretty shady sometimes, and I like that the series portrays that throughout. May Calloway, I thought, did a great job as Layla. I really like her and Oscar Isaac's chemistry on screen, and her transition to becoming Scarlet Scarab. We get that costume reveal in episode 6. Definitely looked a lot like Wonder Woman's Golden Eagle costume in Wonder Woman 84, if I might say. But she was great, she was badass. But I gotta talk about Ethan Hawke in the series. Ethan Hawke is one of those actors I never thought would be in the MCU. Like, I always thought Ethan Hawke was probably the most underrated actor working today, and he's amazing in this series. He's probably my favorite villain in the Marvel Disney Plus series. And this series altogether is kind of like an Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark character vibe. And Ethan Hawke's character, Arthur Harrow, is like a Belloc from Raiders. He'll do whatever it takes to get what he wants. And he wants to summon the power of the Avatar, Ammit, and gain power for himself. And Ethan Hawke is just such a great villain in this series. Just love how calm he is, and he gets insane throughout the entire series. Ethan Hawke was such a great presence in this series. The first 3 episodes I thought were very good, a lot of good action, great dialogue conversations, but when the series gets awesome is episodes 4 and 5. Episode 4 is insanely awesome, like an incredible final battle sequence, and we fully get to see the Moon Knight persona. And there's also some great comedy. And once again, it's that dynamic with Mark and Steven. When Steven becomes the Moon Knight avatar, he's just wearing a suit and he's like, oh, I don't know, I can't fight in here. All right, I'll hit you. Bam, bam. And then you have Mark going, Steven, what the hell are you doing? Like, it's so freaking funny. Whenever you see Mark Spector in the suit in the Moon Knight persona and he's just quipping jokes, it's just so funny. But at the end of episode 4, we see Arthur shoot Mark Spector. And we think, wow, did they just kill off Mark Spector? But then it just goes in a completely different direction. In the psychiatric hospital, you see Mark and Steven, they're seeing past things, and it's just insane. And then we meet a hippo character, which is weird. This hippo, Taweret, is telling them that they're dead, and then they're just going through the afterlife. And then once we get into episode 5, this is where the drama and the performance of Oscar Isaac gets really sad. Episode 5 gets really serious. Like, we see them floating through the afterlife after Mark Spector gets shot, and they see a lot of memories from Mark's youth. And his younger brother Randall was drowning, and his mother was very abusive towards him, and she blamed him for it. His mother abused him, hit him with a belt. Like, it is just very sad what Mark Spector has been through, abuse. And they really went there, man. Marvel did a great job going there in episode 5. You just feel so bad for Mark, and you see that Mark Spector storyline in here really well. Well, the first 5 episodes of Moon Knight are great. I think my issues mostly lie in the final episode, and why Moon Knight isn't the best MCU Disney Plus series. We get a lot of cliche MCU Disney Plus series formulaic stuff. You get a final boss battle between Khonshu and Ammit the Crocodile, final boss battle between Arthur Harrow and Moon Knight, and then you get a costume reveal. We get Layla getting the costume reveal, when we've seen that before with Elizabeth Olsen with Wanda at the end of WandaVision, where we get Sam Wilson getting his Captain America suit in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Just constantly, we've seen this done before, and Moon Knight has done such a great job of being so different and unique. And I felt like the final episode really didn't capture that emotion, and it felt rushed. And this has just been a constant problem I've had with these MCU series that are only 6 episodes. I wish they could push it to 10, because 6 episodes isn't enough to tell a compelling story. Like, we needed a lot more time to develop each storyline in here, like Layla, like Mark and Steven and Khonshu, and Arthur Harrow. I wish there was so much more with Arthur Harrow's story. They should have followed a plan, like with WandaVision and What If, those series being 9-10 episodes long. But with Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, Moon Knight, Hawkeye only being 6 episodes, there's just not enough to have a finishing arc. Now, with the post-credit scenes, it seems like we could possibly get a season 2. In that post-credit sequence, we see Arthur Harrow sitting with Khonshu in a limo, and then we see another one of Moon Knight's personalities, Jake Lockley, which is a big part of the comics. A lot of people predicted we would see Jake Lockley reveal, and it could potentially lead up to a season 2, which I hope we do. I'm just saying, with everything they introduced in the series, it just wasn't enough. Like, we needed more episodes to have a conclusion. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Moon Knight, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you guys enjoyed this review, definitely hit that like button and consider clicking that subscribe button if you want weekly reviews and ranking videos on this channel. I thought Moon Knight was a fantastic MCU Disney Plus series. This definitely felt fresh and unique for the most part. Just the finale where things got pretty formulaic, but still, this is a fantastic series, guys. One of the best series that Marvel has put out by far. And if you have not seen it yet, definitely check it out. You will not be disappointed. On my rating scale, Moon Knight gets an A. Hey, guys, that was my thoughts on Moon Knight. What do you guys think about this series? Is this your favorite Disney Plus series from Marvel? Which one is your favorite? Leave your ratings down below. Leave your thoughts on Moon Knight down below. Thank you guys as always for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!